Alright, so the question is, you're given this quadratic and you want to turn this into a vertex form. And the difference from what I had in the previous videos is now there's a negative in front of the x squared. So what do you do here? Well, you do it the same way except for one more step. One little step is take that negative and let's take it out of these two pieces right here. So let's factor a negative out of this x squared and the 4x. Alright, so let's change the signs on these two guys. And let's just leave the one as it is. Alright. Now, let's work with this like we would normally. So let's just take half of 4. So half of 4 is 2. So I'm gonna keep the negative, and I'm gonna put a square bracket here. Now I'm gonna work like I would normally work. I say x plus 2 squared. Alright, now what is 2 squared? That's 4. Now I'm gonna add that out here. So 1 plus 4 would be a positive 5. So, since I don't really have anything in front, I mean, there's no point in having two sets of parentheses here, or a square bracket and parentheses. So I'm just going to put a negative in front of that parentheses. So really the only difference here, and I'm sorry if I put too many brackets or anything here, but basically all you're going to do is factor out the negative, so you're working with a positive x squared, and at the end you put a negative out the front. So let's make sure, that works. So what I mean by that is I should be able to multiply this out and get back what I have here. So if I multiply that out, it'd be a negative times x plus 2 times x plus 2. Alright, so I should be able to multiply that out. Oh, and the plus 5. So now if I multiply, this is like saying multiplying by negative 1. Okay, so let's multiply this part out first. It doesn't matter what order I multiply in, right? So I'm going to multiply these two guys out first. So it'll be x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4. I'll multiply that by a negative 1. Right, that negative 1's still there. These two guys would go together and I'd have a 4x. Right? So negative x squared, that'd be a negative 4x now, minus 4, and a plus 5. And now these two guys would go together and I'd have x squared minus 4x plus 1. And that's exactly what I started with up here, negative x squared minus 4x plus 1. So that's what you do when there's a negative in front of the x squared.